Hi, welcome back to Total Recapped here. Today we will be going through the events of the 2018 action sci-fi movie The Predator, directed by Shane Black. Warning, this video contains spoilers, so watch at your own risk. Now let's get right into the movie. At the beginning of the movie, we see two spaceships combat in a faraway galaxy. One of them opens a portal to the solar system and enters it. It crash lands somewhere on the Earth's surface. The captain of the spaceship is an alien species known as the Predator. Meanwhile, in Mexico, an Army Ranger sniper named Quinn McKenna is on his mission to assassinate some dealers. He looks up in the sky and notices the spaceship launching towards them. Just when he shoots his target, the ship hits a tower, causing a rain of fire and making McKenna run for his life. When the explosions subside, he goes to investigate the landed ship. He finds the Predator's high-tech mask and hand armor and keeps them with him. McKenna's fellow team member Dupree comes to help him. All of a sudden, their other team member's body hangs from a tree. His face is completely distorted. Then a Predator confronts the two and they start shooting at it in fear. It jumps around in branches and goes invisible every few seconds. It then injures them with just one shot. McKenna somehow manages to save his life and run away. When he is far enough, he brings out the hand armor and wears it. A small ball comes out of the device that can make people invisible. A government agent named Will Traeger arrives at the site with his team to investigate the crash landing. They seem to know about the Predator. Some days later, we see McKenna in a shop in Mexico. He is there to deliver the mask and the hand device to his family back in America. Will and his team find McKenna and arrest him for interfering with their investigation site the night of the crash. It turns out that the government doesn't want anyone to know about the existence of the Predators, so they have decided to lobotomize McKenna. He is interviewed by the officials and sent with a group of other former government officers, all arrested for going against the government. Meanwhile, back in America, McKenna's son, Rory McKenna, is being bullied in school. He is a special need and gifted child. We see him rearrange a board of chess that had been left midway just by memory. That day, Rory is alone at home when he receives a package sent by McKenna from Mexico. Rory's mother Emily brings him a pirate and a Frankenstein costume for Halloween the following day, but he doesn't like any of them. He later opens the package sent by his father and is happy to see the mask and the hand device. He believes it is a Halloween costume. Rory wears the mask and sees codes and signals through it. While playing with the device, he accidentally sends signals to a Predator spacecraft. The scene cuts to an evolutionary biologist named Casey Brackett being approached by a group of men in suits. They ask her to come with them immediately to assist in an emergency. Casey lands in a facility in Mexico and is taken to the lab. She is beyond shocked to see a Predator bound to a bed in the middle of the lab. Will and his team had captured it the night it attacked McKenna. Without its armor, he looks more like an animal. He is currently heavily sedated and unconscious. The scientists report to Casey that the creature's DNA is identical to that of humans. She has been brought to the lab to find out how it can be the same. Suddenly, the Predator starts moving and getting his senses back. He easily breaks the restraints and frees himself. As the workers try to calm him, he kills everyone on his way. Casey runs for her life but has to decontaminate herself before being allowed to go outside the lab. She strips out of her clothes and is about to decontaminate when the Predator stands right in front of her. Strangely, he doesn't harm her and makes his way outside. He then finds his armor but notices that his mask and hand armor are missing. However, using a technology fitted in the face mask, he finds out Rory's address and name. The Predator wants to go to Rory and get his devices back. McKenna and his new friends, who are just outside the facility, see the creature running. Since all the guards are distracted, they manage to take the bus and escape. While running away, they see Casey chasing the Predator with a sedative gun. She tries shooting the creature, but the sedative lands on her feet instead. The officials from the lab order their men to kill Casey because she knows too much about the Predator. Before the men can kill her, McKenna and his friends save her. The group runs to a nearby hotel to stay for the night. Casey opens her eyes the following morning to see the guys surrounding her. She wants to run away but decides to stay when they tell her about the officials wanting to kill her. She had noticed the creature searching for something before leaving the lab and believes that he is in the same pursuit now. McKenna realizes that he was probably looking for the mask and the hand device. He tells everyone he knows where the creature is going. The following day, the group reaches McKenna's home. Emily is surprised to see so many strangers. They make themselves comfortable on the couch and get themselves something to eat from the fridge. McKenna sees that the package has already been opened and asks Emily about it. She tells him that Rory loved the surprise and has gone trick-or-treating wearing the mask and the hand armor. Rory is walking on the street when suddenly a man throws his can at him. The mask automatically strikes at the man, blowing up his whole house. A scared Rory goes to the nearby stadium to calm himself, but is attacked by two alien dogs instead. McKenna and Casey arrive at the right time and save the kid. They kill one of the dogs dead, splattering a green substance everywhere. One of the soldiers, Nebraska, shoots the other one's eyes. Casey takes the green stuff as a sample to test later. Just then, a predator appears in front of them. They run in fear to a nearby school and hide inside. The creature finds McKenna and is almost about to kill him when suddenly a larger predator arrives and starts fighting the smaller one. As they battle, the larger one completely overpowers the other and kills it. The group takes the opportunity and runs away. The police arrive at Emily's to investigate McKenna's disappearance. Meanwhile, Will and his team arrive at the school and inspect the dead body of the smaller predator, and McKenna and the group stop at a farm to rest. Casey, who has been testing the alien samples, figures out that the predators have been going around galaxies searching for the best genes in the creatures and using their abilities to evolve themselves. They want to turn the most powerful creatures in every way. A soldier named Nettles brings the alien dog from earlier to the farm. The creature seems harmless, so they decide to keep it. Just then, they are attacked by Will and his group. Will tells McKenna that the smaller creature was a runner and had been hiding from the larger ones. Some of the predators do not like that the others are evolving themselves, so they send a device to help humans fight the larger ones. The device was in the spaceship that had crash landed, so the larger one wants to destroy the spaceship. At the same time, the large predator reaches Emily's home looking for Rory. He kills the officers, but Emily manages to escape. He sees a map that Rory had drawn with the help of the device. It turns out that the map leads the way to the location of the crashed spaceship. Rory had figured the way to the ship while playing with the devices. Will and half of his group take Rory hostage and use him to get to the ship. When they are gone, McKenna and his group manage to escape along with the alien dog. Baxley, Coyle, and Lynch somehow get their hands on a helicopter and follow Will with the help of the dog. The group finally reaches there and watches from afar as Rory opens the door to the ship with a code. Will enters the spacecraft and starts looking around. McKenna follows behind using the device that makes him invisible. He manages to kill the other officers and takes Will hostage. However, Will doesn't back down and tells his men to shoot Rory if McKenna doesn't let them go. All of a sudden, one of the snipers is killed by the predator. Will is distracted, giving McKenna and Rory a chance to run away. The others from the group start to fire at Will's men. Suddenly, the predator starts killing everyone in front of him and easily walks into the spacecraft. When he is inside, he announces to the group that he is here to get McKenna and gives them a head start to run away if they can. The predator says that McKenna is a real warrior out of all of them and claims him as his prize. Will decides to work together with McKenna and the group to fight the predator. As the group escapes, the predator blows up the ship. They try to run away, but the predator soon catches up. The group knows that they cannot escape like that, so they plan to set a trap instead. They set explosive gas tanks around the trees to light him on fire. The plan works, but the predator comes out of the explosion unharmed. He then kills two of the soldiers named Coyle and Baxley. While pursuing McKenna, he kills the whole group, one after another, including Will. Now only Casey, McKenna, Rory, Nebraska, and Nettles are left. The predator stands in front of them and asks for his price. Knowing there is no way out, McKenna makes his way towards him. However, everyone is surprised when the predator asks for Rory instead. The McKenna he was looking for is Rory because he is the smartest one of them all. He wants to use Rory's gene to evolve and gain powers like him. Despite all the effort, the predator picks Rory up and takes him to his spaceship. The spaceship then takes off, but the guys manage to jump on top of it. The predator notices this and sends out a force field to take over the ship. The field cuts Nettles' legs in half, making him slide off the craft. Nebraska knows he has no way to survive, so he kills himself by jumping into the engine. McKenna, who had slid inside the force field, manages to get inside the spaceship and fires at the predator. A distracted predator crashes the ship on the ground. The predator is then about to kill him when Casey uses the invisible device and attacks him from behind. McKenna pushes him down towards the spacecraft just when Rory activates the force field, cutting off the Predator's arm. McKenna gets his hand on the decapitated arm and the wrist device. He attacks the Predator using it, finally killing him. Cut to some weeks later, the device that the smaller Predator was bringing for humans has been found. McKenna and Rory are in a lab watching the scientists open the device. A smaller device flies out and attaches itself to a lab worker working as a transformative Predator killer suit before deactivating. Humans are ready for any Predator that attacks next. And that was my recap of the movie. I hope you enjoyed it. Now comment on what your favorite part was and make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, take care and goodbye.